Everybody, it's TheCandidCamperr, and I'm back with another trailer review. Today we have Slimer down here at the bottom, and we also got Tones TV. I'm going to get it right one of these times. And we got one for you. We're going to do Captain America, the First Avenger. I remember watching this when it came out in the movie theaters. It was something that I followed as a kid. Captain America was, that's your classic Marvel or Avenger. He's everywhere. Doesn't matter if you knew Avengers or not, you knew Captain America. And once I heard that this was coming out, I was like, cool, let's go see it. I do not remember watching the trailer though, so that's why I'm actually kind of intrigued in how it goes. What about you guys? How do you feel about this?
I feel good, bro. I love this movie. I believe it came out after Iron Man. Did it come out after Iron Man 2 or Iron Man 1?
This was
I don't remember.
2011. Iron Man 1 was what, 2003?
Yeah. So anyway, I was so like Iron Man was one of my favorite Marvel character, but watching Captain America, it was after 2.
After number 2, yeah, 2 was 2010.
Yeah. Okay. So like watching Iron Man, I had to go watch Captain America. Like I was already invested. It was Marvel. I kind of knew something was coming as far as like a connection because it was Marvel, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, people were talking about it being a connection to something bigger. So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, fuck, I have to watch Captain America. And it was a good movie. It wasn't the best Marvel movie ever, but it was a decent origin story for a huge character, and I didn't mind it at all. It wasn't my favorite Captain America movie, but it was a great movie nonetheless, for sure.
Yeah, and I remember watching this trailer. I don't remember the trailer itself, but I'm like you guys. The first couple of Iron Man movies, I think Thor was already out at this point. I mean, everybody was hooked in the mouth for the Marvel films because we hadn't seen Marvel films like this before. And so I felt obligated to go watch it. Tones, I'm kind of like with you, man. Like this movie for me was like like a 3 out of 5. I was entertained, but wasn't blown away. Captain America Winter Soldier turns Captain America up to like 11 and like fucking killed. That's one of the best superhero movies ever made. But yeah, good film. I'm excited to see the trailer again. It's been since 2011 since I've seen it. So whenever you're ready, let's hit this thing.
Yeah, before we start up, I just want to throw out there that it cost them 140 million USD to make. That was their budget, and that's actually one of the lowest for most of the Marvel films. And it actually made 370.6 million at the box office, which made it very profitable for them to be able to move on. So once again, I like this movie. It is actually on my top list of favorite Marvel ones. I don't know what it is. It's just different to me. It holds a different place. I was mentioning to the guys here that if you were to take all the Marvel movies and put them in a row, this one still sits on its own and on like the left side of the shelf because it's kind of its own thing, like an origin story, like you said. Kind of reminds you of how Wolverine is, the Wolverine origin stories. It's in its own category of movie. And yeah, where I feel like Iron Man still kind of set itself into the Marvel universe more than this Captain America did. But 100% Winter Soldier, once that came out, man, that was on another planet of superhero movies. So
sure.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
By the way, we got Chris Evans starring as Captain America.
Ready?
Yep, we got Tommy Lee Jones still out there. Haley Atwell.
Rogers, Steven. Just give me a chance. Sorry, son. I'm saving your life.
It's so weird seeing his head on that body.
General Patton has said that wars are fought with weapons, but they are won by men.
You just don't know when to give up, do you? I could do this all day.
Our goal is to create the greatest army in history.
I should be going with you. Look, I know you don't think I can do this.
This isn't a back alley, Steve. It's war.
But every army begins with one man.
5 tries in 5 different cities. I can offer you a chance.
he will be the first in a new breed of super soldiers.
Why me? Because weak men knows the value of strength, the value of power. That wasn't so bad. That was penicillin.
We are going to win this war because we have the best men.
Now, Mr. Stark.
Nay, will personally escort Adolf Hitler to the gates of hell.
How do you feel?
Your task won't be simple.
Who the hell are you? The first of many.
Your enemy is not what you expect.
I don't know if I can do this. This is why you could choose. What do you think?
I think it works.
I don't know. Can I go first?
Yeah.
It was a great. Don't get me wrong. It was a great trailer. It definitely would have got me to go see it.
Something missing,
But
huh?
I don't like that it was that it showed him as normal, like a normal soldier after he had got after he became Captain America, and then they didn't show him like see the shield for the first time. All they did was just show him in his suit right away, like after. That was kind of weird. Like he saw Red Skull and in a normal outfit, and then it showed him with his shield walking into a fucking warehouse. It looked like it didn't show him actually looking like getting the shield for the first time. I thought that would have been cool for a trailer for him to like, see the shield, the main thing that keeps him safe. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with you. It was just it felt like they focused more on him being the skinny little dude for like the whole trailer, and then they're like, oh wait, all of a sudden he's an Avenger. The hell's it? I'm like, what the fuck?
That was kind of weird, but all in all, it was a great fucking trailer. Definitely would have got me to go see it for sure.
I like explosions.
Well, you know what's funny? I really enjoyed that trailer, and one of the first thoughts that I had when that trailer was wrapping up was the stark contrast of old Marvel movies versus new Marvel movies. And to me, just watching this trailer, this is a far better Marvel product than what's been pumped out lately, and you can tell just by the trailer itself. The way they set the trailer actually flows very well. It starts off by setting the premise that there's this guy, he's not qualified physically to join the army. He gets selected for a program. He gets the super serum. And then they introduce the villain, Red Skull. Everything is like palpable. Like if you're watching it for the first time, it doesn't take a lot of explaining to understand what's happening. It sets the protagonist, the antagonist, a love interest. July 22nd, some action, like you said, fireballs at the very end. It's a strong trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, like the one thing that stood out to me in hindsight was how much better the Marvel movies were back then. And that smokes anything that's come out recently, except for maybe like Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you enjoy Shang-Chi?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too.
I think I enjoyed Shang-Chi about as much as I enjoyed this one. It was like a solid, 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah. We can do a whole nother episode on Shang-Chi, man. It is so frustrating that one of the best Marvel movies that they put out in years is waiting like 5-6 years for a fucking sequel. I think it's mind-boggling to me. But anyway,
there's always an agenda to something.
Yeah.
And it's not that movie's time yet.
Real quick, Slimer, do you think at D23 they're going to announce anything as far as Marvel? Do you think they're going to announce future movies, like maybe changes to movies? Do you think they're going to say anything?
Well, they've already announced their slate for all the movies that are coming up for the next couple of years. I think what they'll probably announce is the actual title for Avengers 5, which at first was called the Kang Dynasty, and now it's kind of in limbo because of John, was his name? Jonathan Majors?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the outcome of that hearing. But any further than that, probably not.
No.
Fantastic Four is too far in pre-production to really have any really good footage. They might show an Avengers 5 clip. I mean, that's been in production for a while now, yeah.
But from what we're told, but you never know.
How many Marvel movies are they supposed to come out with next year? Is it 2 or 3?
Next year, I think we're getting Spider-Man.
4, right? Is that Spider-Man 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, but I believe that's going to be Sony. I don't know if it's going to be considered. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't heard anything. All I've heard was that the both Sony and Marvel, they're like going back and forth of which direction they want to send Spider-Man. Do they want to be? Does he want to be this like street level superhero, or does they want to be more? They're in limbo right now as far as that. So I don't know if it's officially going to come out next year, but it from what I heard it was. But I think Avengers and Fantastic Four, I believe we're going to be getting. I think sometime like late next year, maybe.
And that's 2 big movies right there: Avengers 5 and Fantastic Four. Yeah, there's a possibility Fantastic Four can outgross Avengers too. Like if it's if it's an awesome fucking movie, like if that movie's done like tight, and Avengers is not.
Yep. Oh, right here. So Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts. I forgot about Thunderbolts. That's another one. Secret Wars and whatever the Avengers 5 project is going to be.
That's too many, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
With the way the box office is going this year, that's too many. They need to pump 2 of those to 2026.
I agree.
And I hope they do that with King Dynasty or Avengers 5 or whatever it's called. Fantastic Four. See, that's the thing that I think Thunderbolts is going to get kicked under the rug as far as viewership, like because of Secret Wars and Fantastic Four.
So Thunderbolts, is that Disney Plus or is that theatrical?
That sounds theatrical. Disney Plus to me.
That sounds totally Disney Plus to me, man. I don't even know who the Thunderbolts are. I mean, if you showed me a picture, I'd be like, oh yeah, but is it like one of those misfit anti-hero movies?
It's with Bucky. I mean, Bucky's going to be in it. It's Thunderbolts is an upcoming American superhero film based on Marvel comic teams. Thunderbolts, produced by Marvel, and it tends to be the 36th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Only.
Yeah.
Also, Jonathan Majors is it's completely over. Like they dropped him completely, and I guess they're thinking about doing a recast.
So the only thing about that is, so they were going to recast as Denzel Washington's son. His name's escaping me right now, but OG and I did an episode on that particularly. Who would we recast? And I said Denzel Washington's son, and sure enough, I want to say 2 months later they announced that if they do recast, it's going to be him. So I thought it's a great pick. He looks just like he doesn't look just like Jonathan Majors, but there's a resemblance there for sure. As far as acting wise, I'm saying, and I do hope they do stick with it because it's just going to be weird if they don't. But at the same time, there comes a point where this movie is like literally on its last legs to even be something, and it sucks.
Do we even need it? That's the other side. Do we even need this?
It depends if what we're getting. It depends what we're getting after this. Like if it correlates with it. I mean, Kang's been in a lot of movies. He's been in fucking.
It was in Ant-Man and Wasp last, right?
I think he was in
Quantum.
Strange, Doctor Strange. He was in
Yeah.
Loki too, or Loki, the first Loki 2. Yeah,
And he has a Quantumania too. And
Yeah.
he gets kind of beat in Quantumania, so like they could really just wrap him up right there. But um I heard that Galactus was already cast for Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And that's fucking dope. Like
Yeah,
if they
I
do
don't
that
think that's all we need, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm with you, Candid. Like, can we just pivot to the X-Men and Fantastic Four already? Like, I'm good on Avengers for about 10 years.
yep.
I agree.
And not only that too, like this been like we needed this whole time anyways. So just fucking give it to us, please. I just want to see a motherfucker eat the world.
Plus, yeah, they owe us after the Rise of the Silver Surfer movie when they introduced Galactus as a fucking cloud because they couldn't do the effects for it at that time. So they owe us Galactus.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just want to see him just fucking just rise up. It's sick, man. And they're gonna throw all the money at this. They have to.
Oh yeah,
It's cool.
yeah.
So before we head out, I'm gonna ask y'all, does that trailer hold up? And would it get you into the theaters?
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
going. It
Yeah.
does.
It's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
trailer. Hmm.
Yep, I agree. Once again, one of my favorite Avengers movies. I'm probably gonna go rewatch that one at some point again too. Red Skull to me was one of those characters that could have gone a little bit farther. They could have done a little bit more with.
It was weird that they didn't either.
Yeah, but it is what it is. That whole, I think it's just more of a. I think there's more to it on the back side of all this. But yeah, that's for another story, another video. But I appreciate y'all. If you could tell us where they can find you guys at before we head out.
Go ahead, Simon.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You can find me on Orange Grove 55. That's on YouTube. We mainly talk about theme parks and entertainment. And on X, you can find me at Slime Square 84.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Tones_TV on all platforms. Follow the podcast, Bad Thoughts Podcast with Candid and I, and follow Bad Thoughts Studios where we do TV reviews, movie reviews, and trailer reactions, movie reactions to trailers and stuff like that. So, Bad Thoughts Studios on YouTube.
Sweet. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Peace.